Now, it might be a cliche, but for me at least, it really is true that your wedding day is one of the happiest days of your life, even if over the years you end up having more than one of them. And with the pictures being one of the few parts of the day that will last forever, it's vital that you choose a photographer you trust to get it right. But when the couple in our next film, not to mention the many other brides and grooms we've heard from, chose a professional to capture all those memories of their big day, I'm afraid the lasting memories they ended up with were the opposite of what they'd really hoped for. Traditional Asian weddings can be some of the most elaborate and colourful marriage ceremonies celebrated in the UK. But however wonderful the day itself is, most couples are going to want a wedding album to look back and relive every detail and every memory, especially if that's what they've paid for. But that's not how Sarah and Noah say things turned out for them, after tying the knot back in 2014 in Stoke-on-Trent.
We had a guest list of 1,200 people, and it was a huge wedding. We had people from all over the country.
The couple were first introduced to each other back in July 2013 by their parents, and within 3 months the wedding date was booked and Sarah began planning what she hoped would be the perfect day.
I think for anybody, their wedding is the biggest day of their life. It's something that they absolutely look forward to.
As you know, any big wedding comes with a hefty price tag, and paying for a top-notch wedding photographer is always one of the costliest parts of any bride's big day.
I wanted to get the right photographer because it's really important to get every moment captured and to have somebody who knows how to do the job, so you've got those memories forever.
With such a grand wedding planned, it was very important for Sarah that she had a photographer not just of the highest calibre, but who also knew of the intricacies of Sarah's and Noah's traditional Muslim ceremony. And when they came across Sharan Sandhu online, Sarah was convinced that she was spot on for the job.
On her website, the portfolios, the pictures, the short entries of videos, it really looked like it was something that she's very, very good at. I was expecting a really high standard service from her.
The package would include DVDs of highlights of both the pre-marriage Mendi and, of course, the wedding itself, plus specially printed photo albums. But, of course, it would all come at a price.
Over some negotiation, we agreed to 1,200. I thought it was something that, it was certainly dear, but I'd get value for my money.
After months of preparation, Sarah and Noah's wedding day finally arrived.
I was looking my absolute best, and my whole family was there, and everything was perfect. The photographer certainly made me feel like it's the best day of my life, and I've got it for a lifetime to look back at and remember.
Or that was how things were supposed to work out. Sarah just couldn't wait to see the professional pictures from Sharan, which she had been promised would be uploaded to her website 2 weeks later, so that she and Noah could choose the shots they wanted.
And we thought, we'll settle down, we'll have a look at the pictures, the videos, see who was there, see what we're looking like, the poses, the food, the lights, everything.
However, the first hitch came when it took not 2 weeks but 2 months for the photographs to be uploaded.
She uploaded some pictures onto a website, said pick what you want, and then I'll send out the albums.
Finally, Sarah and Noah were able to look back on their wedding day without having to rely on their relatives' snaps. The professional photographs brought memories flooding back, but the couple say before they had sufficient time to select the ones they wanted for their albums, the site simply disappeared. So despite paying £1,200 for 3 albums and DVDs of the wedding, they just didn't have anything to show for it. And Sarah says when she chased the photographer up, she struggled to get in touch.
Initially I thought, you know, she might be busy with other events. I then started to text her, email her, phone her, leave voicemails, and when she repeatedly failed to contact me, I started to get a little bit worried, and I thought something's going wrong.
So frustrated with all the toing and froing, Sarah started looking into reviews of the photographer online and was alarmed to see other couples who appeared to have had similar difficulties.
I found a lot of other couples who were also in the same position as me, and that's when it started to you know, the questions started to arise.
Sarah continued to chase Sharan, and finally, some months later, after more hassles and delays, the photographer did send the couple their photos and their wedding DVDs. But the photographs were on a CD-ROM, not the printed albums that Sarah and Noah had paid for. And the wedding videos, well, they wouldn't play properly. And it wasn't until March 2016, 2 years after the wedding, that DVDs that Sarah was able to watch finally arrived. And despite the long wait, she was happy to at last have something to show her family and friends.
Getting the 2 DVDs after so long felt as though at least I've got a video to show.
But 2.5 years after the wedding, they still haven't got everything they paid for. As yet, there remains no sign of the wedding albums they were promised.
We still haven't got anything close to what we should have. I wish we never had this nightmare.
And for Sarah, there's another reason why she feels what they have just came too late.
One of the worst things that did happen is that my videos and the photos, my grandma and my nan were not able to see. They were the key people at the wedding as well as my family, but it's something that I really would have liked them to see before they passed on, and sadly they didn't.
We've spoken to several other brides who say they had the same erratic service after choosing Sharan Sandhu to capture their big day. Bajali and her husband Bharat paid £4,500 for photos and videos of their wedding, but they too say they haven't received everything they expected.
I've been married for over 2 years now and I haven't received any of my videos. I'm still a bit upset, obviously, because she's ruined the memories of my biggest day of my life.
Noshim and Shahzad paid Sharan Sandhu £2,000 to film and edit their wedding video. But it took 15 months and the threat of legal action before the photographer handed over the unedited footage. When we contacted Sharan Sandhu, she disputed most of what her customers had told us and totally denied failing to deliver photographs and videos to these couples. In the case of Sarah and Noah in particular, she told us that she was waiting for the couple to confirm the photos they wanted in their albums before the order could be completed. But Sarah says the photos were taken down from Sharan Sandhu's website before she even had time to choose them. Since we filmed with her, Sarah told us that she and Sharan have reached an agreement and the matter is now resolved. But while the photographer's representatives might have hoped that that would mean we didn't feature the case, we can't forget how angry Sarah was when she first came to us.
I think that what happened really dampened my mood. Being newlywed, you don't want to chase a photographer, you want to enjoy the first few months or the year of being married, whereas I had to chase her and I constantly had it at the back of my mind. My images and the videos may never arrive.